YouTube, hello, welcome back. Distant Brown Cousin and here again with another video for Slay the Princess. We found so far we've gotten 4 perspectives. Yeah, we've done 4. 4? 3? 4. I don't remember anymore. That's okay. But we're gonna get more perspectives today, and we're gonna give them to the entity to be vague uh with information and us just continuing about our merry little way, acting as if we've forgotten everything. Uh, so hopefully I don't run into any repeating perspectives. Although I don't know if the game would do that. Maybe. Who knows? But I think the plan is to I'm pretty sure what I'm seeing is that you like the choice, like the biggest variant in the beginning is like picking up the blade. So if I pick up the blade, then that sets me on one path. If I don't pick up the blade, then that puts me on another path. So I have a certain selection of uh, perspectives in one group with the blade and another selection of perspectives without the blade. So yeah. Uh, so think I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the blade each time tonight, and then from there I'll have to figure out what to do. And then even then, I know that there's variations, or at least not know, but I get the feeling that there's variations um further into that one storyline that I get into. So yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, this should work out. So let's let's get back into this, all right? Let's do it. All
You're
right.
here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I know. I'm fully aware. End of the world. Got it. Uh-huh. Let's see. What let's go.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
I
You
mean,
have to put an end to her.
no more people? Would that be the worst thing in the world? Unless you trap me in the cabin again with nowhere to go, then that would be an issue with no people. If you let me just wander outside, and if there were no people, I might be okay. It's okay. That'd be fine. Be fine. Can we do that?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here.
I'm gonna
Just get
linger
in
on
there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
on the specifics. I could say that word. I could do it. Uh,
Then I guess we'll just have to see what
yeah,
happens.
yeah,
But
we will
a word
see.
of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in
Mhm.
her web of lies. And the
Mhm.
more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I- That's a choice of words.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Hmm. Doomed, you say?
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I will. We'll go talk to her.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Hmm.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Technically, maybe. No one knows.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sure. See.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yeah, we know about
The blade
that.
is your implement.
Blade's my implement. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take the blade. See where we go with this.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult.
Yeah, I know. Rather difficult to do my job without the blade. I get it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing as her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh. See, right there. If you don't take the blade, it's all nice and soft. How does she know? Conspiracy.
She sounds dangerous.
Yep.
Don't let it fool you.
Yep.
It's all part of the manipulation.
Got it. Hi, just checking in on you. I love some of these choices, just checking in on you. You know what? We're going to say that. We're going to go with that.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Oh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yeah,
Focus on the task at
depends
hand.
on us.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. I'm gonna go with I haven't decided yet. I think. Oh, but those other ones are just so fun. Those other ones seem so fun.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
That's true. Hands up.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Yeah, trembling
and
hands.
drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
I don't know if there's a ceremonious clang when you drop something.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You gonna eat me?
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Okay,
Unarmed.
that's right.
We'll be fine.
Maybe. Don't know.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
How do you know that?
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Maybe.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I just met you. Okay. Maybe. But listen, do you know what time loop we're in? Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Yes. Coming on to me.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Oh, well, I don't think I would put it that strongly. Acquaintances. Okay, we've talked enough. How long have we been down?
Too long.
Okay.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I can't trust you. How would I get you out of here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? People out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? Yeah.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, yeah. Why would I not tell her that?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Oh, that's that's a different way to say that. Because we've gotten that, but in a more soft tone. I like it. I like it.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
I like it.
Just how long has she been down here?
I don't know.
If
He
I'm
doesn't know.
supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, it's probably just because you're a woman. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. Will you tell me? Them. Deflect. I don't know if I want to deflect. What do I want? Yeah, I'm going with that.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
I don't think so, narrator.
Hopefully soon.
I haven't thought that you've had my best interest
How
ever.
sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Pal. There you call me pal. Slay the Prince. Actually, I've changed my mind. I don't trust you. Oh, do I do that one? What would that send me? Examine the change. I'll see what I can do. Maybe after all of this, we'll come back to slaying. I think I want to go with that one. Examine the change.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Okay.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
No, I do not.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There's the key. Any ideas? Not any else? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
I'll be here.
Okay, don't you move. Okay, don't move. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs
shocking.
slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Down the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Sure.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard
Fine,
the door slam.
everyone.
They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Seems to be that way.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Maybe. Save, slay. Save, slay. Save, slay. You know what? This is gonna be a time that I do this. Number 1. Okay. Sorry. I was about to hit quit. That would have been the wrong thing. Save.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's
Oh,
arm,
no, it's
just
all
above the
bloody.
massive, unyielding chain.
She just stares. That's not normal.
You cut into her flesh.
That's like me staring at a nurse or a doctor when I'm getting the shot.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Okay.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Nope. Not a thing.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Fierce.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Hey, I'm gonna do
just
this
can't
again.
let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
How dare you,
Wait,
narrator?
this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought
Nope.
this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back,
Oh.
but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Because I warned her. I saw your trickery.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Gonna.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
I
I
am.
can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah.
I'll make this quick.
Do it. Do it. Can you do it faster than the last time that you did this, though? I mean, because you stabbed me 8, 9 times. It was pretty bad. It was really brutal. One quick one, okay?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Hope so.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Nice. All right.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
All right. Well, at least we died quickly.
This is the end, isn't it?
It is.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
We'll find out. Chapter 2. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're
Yeah, I
here
know.
to slay her.
Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. No.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Well, I'm gonna.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I
the
wouldn't
skeptic.
trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
Yeah, but
I told you about
nothing
the stakes
happened.
of this situation less than a minute ago.
You're still not telling me stuff.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that... Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or
Yep,
if you're
we've
back
gone through
here,
that.
I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened...
Yep,
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound
that's
like the
true.
sort of thing I'd do.
I
Which
bet
is
you did.
honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason.
Professional after all. You were
Sure
not
you
professional.
are.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequence. What do you mean?
Look,
Of course there
I'm
weren't any
alive.
consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Maybe.
Or do you
We
think
don't
the
know.
princess,
We're not there
left
anymore.
unhindered,
They might
brought
all
about
be,
the
like,
end
super
to
happy
everyone
right
and
now.
everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
It's true.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
And yet, you have still not told me as to why.
You're talking in circles.
Yep.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Whose facts? Your facts or my facts? My facts say that you're hiding something and you don't want to tell me. You're not giving me all of the information. I don't get to see the whole picture. But let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to handle it? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path.
Okay.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but
Obviously helps.
It's-
Okay,
oh.
we've gotten that.
I didn't know. Of course you're special. Yes.
Mhm.
Right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm also annoyed that
Yep. Ticking clock.
she just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm
So,
saying
right
is true,
there,
and
you
that,
can tell me
despite it
more.
all,
You can do
you're
it.
fully up to the task that's been given to you.
You could totally tell me more. You just said, wish you could tell me more, but you'll have to trust me. No, nope.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Thank you, skeptic.
What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything.
Yeah.
Fine. Check your pockets. You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Yep.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Doesn't feel like you're
You
on my
mean
side.
you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
Maybe
I
it's
think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Wait, KG, what aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
Sure.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Sure.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah,
and she will...
I know,
Yes,
I
don't
know.
believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Yeah. Duh. Don't we all do that? Wink.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I love it.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Oh.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Interesting.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Yeah, I know. Oh, cabin is different than last time. Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Yeah.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Yeah,
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I think I look
It was
pretty
there
cool.
a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay. So, do I just stick with taking the blade with me? Yeah, I think I just want to stay with taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea.
Yeah, I know.
Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Right, that's true, skeptic. I mean, yes.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. Her voice,
Yep, we've heard that
harsh
before.
but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Oh. Well,
Does she
okay.
remember us?
Probably. He probably does.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Interesting.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
True. I was looking at that and thinking about it.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
It was.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I mean, I haven't made any choices yet of what I want to do with it. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. You see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. No, we're going to sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding
Oh.
up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
You know what? Fair.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Okay. Fair. I'll sit.
You
I'll
do
sit
as
back
she
here.
asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
You said we're in a relationship, so I was just coming in to check up on that. Like, how you feel? My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Oh, so you are aware.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly?
Yeah.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Oh.
A contingency for what?
Yeah.
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Good luck.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
This is true. We didn't have to.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Technically, you're not even the second. So you know.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Yeah.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
And you need to calm your britches down.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
It's never.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information.
We're having this entire conversation in our own head, and meanwhile the princess is just sitting there waiting for anything.
I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
This is true. Thank you. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? Bye. What happened?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Okay.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
You mean you might?
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Yes,
we'll go with this one.
Your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Oh.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Oh.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
As of this point, I don't see a reason as to why. How am I supposed to cut you out? You didn't notice your head is in shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
Maybe.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
It's possible.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
Why?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Maybe.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
It's possible. I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. I'm going to explore a little bit, though. That's what we're going to do. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me.
You know what? Fair. You're already locked up. So, what do you have to lose?
I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Alright, we're gonna trust her. I'm gonna give her the knife. I wanna see what happens.
Slide it over.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Yeah.
I've already tried to take over, buddy.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little.
Fair. You're
I
honest.
think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Hi. How you doing?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing?
Oh.
She doesn't say another word
Okay.
as she cuts into her own neck.
No.
Yeah.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through
Whoa.
her neck. I'll
Okay.
be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap.
Now.
Her eye twitches.
Yeah.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side,
The
flopping to her
wink.
shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Nice to meet you face to face. We're just gonna keep moving on. Okay?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
You want me to put this back? Go and put this back. You're not putting that back. It's not happening. Stop.
The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Oh, great.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on.
Goody.
She's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us.
Sure.
I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
Yeah.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Leave the basement to claim reward. Take the princess with. But take the prince. Are we just taking that? We're just taking the head. We're just taking that. We're just taking that. We're just bringing that. Oh, I know what the reward is. I don't. But that means I gotta pick that up. I gotta bring it with me. Okay.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
It did look like a twitch.
She didn't. She's dead.
Maybe.
But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Nothing else to pick? Okay.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Yeah.
Well played.
Let's unforget all. That's okay.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
Or is it just the end of your world, narrator? Because we didn't listen to you. Yeah, we're on to it. We're on to this game.
Over? Is he gone?
It sounds like it.
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Oh, you're welcome?
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh, well, that's the end of that line. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Yep,
There's that
we've said this before.
mirror.
Yep, We're just gonna approach the mirror. We're just gonna ignore the hero. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
We'll be fine. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, interesting. You're unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Oh, are we?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. There's trees and stars, and there are people. I think, at least there are supposed to be people. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I I don't know. How do I respond to this? I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Okay.
If I did, I would already be awake.
You know what, Bear? Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, I want to talk about the narrator.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Probably. Interesting. I mean, yeah, I
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
huh. Interesting.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Will we?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. Bah. Every time. Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. Chapter 1.
You're on a path. You're
Yeah, yeah,
here
yeah,
to
yeah. Okay.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Sure.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slave them.
Okay.
Ignore him. He doesn't.
Yeah, I know. Huh.
The interior of the cabin is almost entire. The blade is your implement.
Oh, part of me wants to take the blade. Part of me doesn't want to take the blade. Oh. What do I want to go with now? Oh. What to do? What to do? What to do? For whatever reason, I thought the recording had stopped. It did not. We're okay. So let's see. What do I want to do? I know I said at the beginning that I wanted to do it, take the blade with me both times, but I think a part of me wants to not this time. Yeah. That was good. I clicked out.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her
Yeah.
voice softly
Softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing.
Okay.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to. Don't let it fool you.
Yeah. Lie? Do we lie? What? Like this right here, I don't. Yeah, I think. Just checking in on you. I like that. I think this time we're gonna go with the lie. Or do I just say hi again? Let's
Wait,
lie.
really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble.
We're
might
gonna
work.
try something
Come
different, narrator.
downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
Yeah, we know
She's
about that.
beautiful.
What's that other chain?
How could someone like this be I am begging you to stay focused.
Yeah, shut up.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I want to hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, but I can't just you go back upstairs. I can't believe like this. I'm getting you out of here. Let's see. What do I want to do? I want to do that.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Well, what's your explanation? Why?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? Yeah, let's do that.
The princess hesitates before responding. She
That's
doesn't
odd.
know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
I'm fair.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Um, how? Okay, I think. Do I just go back up and retrieve the blade?
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Okay.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Okay.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has
I
to
don't
be
think so
bluffing,
either.
but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it.
Okay.
I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Feels a lot bigger. Do you think we could start over? Yeah.
Oh, you coward!
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Oh, do you? What?
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
I'm gonna investigate
As
that.
you step towards
Oh,
the severed
shit
limb,
ass.
you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead.
Well,
She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place. No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
no. Listen, I haven't made a final choice yet. I just wanted the protection, okay?
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here, alone.
I mean, technically, that's what you wanted me to have anyways.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You
Well-
don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes.
Well, that
The
sucks.
world ends, and you end with it.
Well, we tried. Ooh, the witch. Get
You're
that
on a
witch.
path in the
Yeah,
you're
we know.
here to slay her.
Yep. Wait, hasn't this already happened?
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't
No.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep
Ooh,
our cards close
opportunist.
to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show. We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Fine.
A warning. Before she will
Yeah, I know.
lie,
She's
don't
gonna do
worry.
anything she can.
You can trust us to get the job done.
Okay.
The interior of the
Oh.
cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note
Interesting.
is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach the
Walk
mirror.
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against
And
the
up.
cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yeah, really ridiculous. Okay, this time we are taking the blade.
You
with
take the
us.
blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay. Well, if
we
we're
know.
grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
That's true.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling
one's
is
kinda
thick
cool.
with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Interesting.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Listen, I don't mind the biting. So you know. Just want that to be out there, okay? I'm not nasty. Maybe I'm a little bit. Let's go that
I
way.
recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
But I didn't do anything.
She must have you confused with someone else.
That's not
She
true.
seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Maybe.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
That's how we get to where we need to be.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Man.
Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Is he chained up?
And there you are. One hand
Okay, I
tucked
see
away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Hey, how'd you know?
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Maybe.
Good.
Okay.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before.
Huh?
Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Oh, we kind of do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Hey, yes, that's why I said it feels like deja vu.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Listen, I'm never didn't take any of this seriously.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Alright, that's possible. That is possible. But the narrator doesn't want that.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I mean, I still do, but the voices in my head, they talk way too much. So, sorry. I get sidetracked really easily because they won't let me say anything. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I did do shit last time. The one who locked me away until I died. Let's see. Okay. I can't get you out of this. Oh, those things didn't stop you last time. Yeah. See, I'm gonna go with this one. I didn't do shit to you last time.
That is an exceptionally good point.
And you were the conniving beast that left in search of steel to slay me. Just because I won and you lost doesn't mean I'm to blame for bad blood.
Also a good point. She can't even
Thanks,
hear you.
opportunist.
Why are you trying to brown nose her? I'm not brown nosing anyone. I'm just taking a fair and balanced approach and hearing out everything that everyone has to say. If she's in the wrong, then you don't have anything to worry about.
But I must confess, this place never let me out into the world. While you were gasping your last down below, I was trying to claw and bash and break my way out. But I never did manage to be free. Until finally, I found myself here again, and you were gone. It seems that you get to come and go as you please, so you may be a bigger part of the answer to this riddle than I'd like you to be. Maybe bygones can be bygones.
Maybe.
But you'll have to let me out first.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. I don't trust you. Not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. I like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time. I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now. I'm going to attack you now. So get you out of here. Get the sense that you're not happy with me. Yeah, we're good.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Okay. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go with this one. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, I am serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
Shut up,
The
opportunist.
blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no, as do I. Abstain? You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet.
There we go.
She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor,
Wait,
and the
wait, you
chains
just
fall
slipped
from
right
the
out of that.
princess's wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
We make out. Right? That's my reward. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Want that? I don't. Better than this. Beautiful. I want to actually save you. This feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, probably going to kill me.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
Okay.
And then
Well,
she buries the blade in your heart.
that sounds about right.
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do.
Yeah.
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
You
The
what?
princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Now you're crying.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
Hey, but you did it. I didn't let you do anything. You stabbed me.
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. We're dead again. The Thorn. Chapter 3. Hey, it's been a while since we've seen the chapter 3. I
You're
keep
on
ending
a
it.
path in the woods.
She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
Cheated.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
Uh-huh.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent. maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
I might as well.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Yeah, no one
Not
cares.
that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great. So
Yeah.
you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure.
Yeah.
Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Yeah, I think it's fine. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin.
Yes. Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room.
I mean,
I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in what plan? The Decider's plan. Sure,
Oh, is
we
that
don't
my
know
name? The
what
Decider?
the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself. Sure, we'll see what she has to say for herself, but don't forget that whatever she says is likely just as much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest.
ain't bad.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is. You should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
Yeah. Screw the cabin. What happens if we just leave? We seem to be taking the whole looping thing in stride. What's next? It seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through. Yep. We're just gonna go with it. We're just
It
gonna
isn't
go to the
long
cabin.
before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone.
Yeah.
You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too.
It's smack dab in the middle.
Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters.
No,
The
it's
princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is
Ooh.
hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a pristine blade. What, we gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
Might. I mean, it very well might. Because I don't remember hearing her drop it at all.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty.
Opportunist, I hate.
I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Yeah,
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
Yeah, something has been.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
But there's a mirror.
It went away when we touched it last time. Not that this place always follows the same rules. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Put on a good face.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
Maybe.
I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade.
Maybe.
I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I?
No.
I lock you away and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know what the narrator wants from me. I want to figure out a way out for you. Good. I never really chose to come here. I just want to talk. Really talk. Oh, these are all good. Except that I want to free you. I mean, I don't want that one. I want. Oh. Oh.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
That's true.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Interesting.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Yep, there's the blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What did you think would happen after you killed me? You think I wouldn't hold it against you? I'm here to laugh. I'm here to free you. You'll let me? You're in a prison of your own making. Broke our cycle of violence. You still want to wallow in it? Be my guest. I guess I don't have anything left to say to you. Fine. I'm going to be like that and I'm going to leave. Have a nice life. Oh, I don't feel those ways. Yeah.
I want to trust you.
Okay.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
Fair.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
But this does help me. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Yeah, I like that.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
This is true. You know what? That's true.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Also true. Hurt me a lot. Like murder. No, I don't want that.
I. I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
I mean, yeah, I completely understand that.
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
I think so, but it just sounds like hollow words until something is done.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon.
Good.
You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
Good.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us. It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power
Oh
in
my
our
god,
hands.
opportunist, shut up.
I wonder what we should
I
do
can't wait
with
till
it.
you go away.
We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do. I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out,
Good god.
we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds
You
like
are
a
the
splendid
opportunist.
idea. You should listen to him. We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count.
I like that. I like the hero.
And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
No, my stupid voices were talking too much. I'm sorry. I just wanted my blade back. You're on your own. Man, oh. Okay. Save that. I'm gonna get her free, but I really want to see what.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her?
Yeah.
You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's
Oh my
free
god,
this
opportunist!
princess.
I cannot wait for you to no
Even if
longer
he'll stick
speak.
a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while.
That's true.
See,
Thank you, cheated.
we're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions.
God, I hate
yeah,
it so much.
united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends.
Yeah.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you?
Nope.
Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Don't you do it.
Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he?
Yep.
Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Sure, opportunist. Sure you have been.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Hey, guess what? I hate you too.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Yeah. I said I would. We both did bad to each other. We both deserve a clean break. I just really hate the people who put us here.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Yep.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so
God.
graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. You're getting desperate, aren't you?
Yep.
Even more
The narrator
proof
is.
you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Thank you.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle.
Yeah.
This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me?
I'm okay with
What
this.
did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
You.
It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
This is true, hero. We
We're
have.
finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Good.
Hands clasped, the two of you
Nice.
open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
Well, probably
Where's
gonna go
everything
cold.
going? Why is it so cold?
Yep. Here it comes again. You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's
Yeah,
that
well, I know, hero.
mirror again. Why is it here?
Yeah, I know. It's okay. You're gonna approach it. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
We'll be fine.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Shut up. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You have nothing at all. Whoa. Whoa. What's going on here? That isn't right. Can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. Figure. Faint and veiled in shadow. Just beyond the reflection. Cool.
I think you know what I am.
There you are. Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Okay. Huh.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh. What are you? Something like me? Not me, then what are you? So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, denied it was even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? People out there beyond the walls of the construct, they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Are you? Another piece. After everything you've done to us, you think anyone deserves to live?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Peace. Whenever I've tried getting answers out of you before, you've been absolutely impenetrable. Why are you suddenly being so open?
Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
I don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. Not a living being. See all of this, was I? Do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do with them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh. God. I always know I'm special. I'm just gonna go and destroy the mirror. Heard enough. But I'm the god of death. Taking it. You are the long quiet. The vast and nascent god. Yeah. Nascent? Nascent. 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 Anyway. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh, but wait. There she is.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Greg.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So many stories we've left unfinished. Will you just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked? All of them would have led to this. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. It won't do. I think it's time for us to leave this place. But I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
If you're always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Didn't even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh,
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust.
oh, okay, this is...
When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
This is interesting. Speak about life and death and change and stagnation. That isn't what any of this has been without. You act as though the world cannot exist without you, but it existed without you.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever.
Okay.
But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
Maybe not. This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. We don't have to hurt each other anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going then.
You cling to emotions, pain is suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again.
Yeah.
But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
Right. I fear nothing. There could be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. Just don't know how. Oh. Yeah.
We are the whole of reality.
Maybe. No, this is true. I'm just gonna keep going with it.
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine? A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion,
and in my despair, I lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
It doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to the level. You can come back to me.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Do I kill myself? Is that what's gonna happen? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning across the scale, twisted and crumpled, bound in agonized tension. The finite plane. You feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Oh, that's nice. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Cool. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
I would step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone. The two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Cool. It was cool to see like the argument between the two and the entity bringing up the perspectives that I had obtained. So that yeah, that's cool. I like it. I will probably continue playing this game. I'm not entirely sure if I'll put the rest of it up. I might, but it'll be like a super cut kind of a thing of gaining all of the entities, or not the entities, but the perspectives. Uh, just because I want to see them. Um, so yeah, this was really good. This was a really good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The story was great. The animation for it was awesome. Yeah. I do want to play more. I do want to find more of the vessels and stuff like that. I want to do that. Uh, like I said, I don't know if I will record them and put them out there. I may not. I'll make that choice when it comes when I come down to actually like going through this again. Um, so yeah, that was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So that that's it. If you haven't played this game, play it. Um, find your path, like what you want to do. Like it's really there's so many avenues to take, and I love it. So yeah. Um. So YouTube, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this. Please, if you like this and the other content that I have made, please like, comment, subscribe. Uh, what's that? Hit the bell. I don't know. Get notifications when I put things out. So yeah, yeah. Um, but I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.